Hello and welcome back to our deep dive into the world of CLAIREBELL. Today, we re-exploring the emotionally charged second part of episode 7. This installment strips away the action to focus on the raw, psychological heart of Claire and Belle's relationship, showing how their love becomes both a sanctuary and a tremendous risk within the oppressive walls that confine them. The episode picks up right after the last confrontation. Claire is visibly shaken, the weight of her actions settling heavily on her shoulders. We see the first real cracks appear in her usually sharp and guarded demeanor as the grim reality of Belle's life truly sinks in. Belle, by contrast, projects an almost unnerving calm. It's a survival mechanism she's perfected over the years, a mask of stillness. But with Claire back in her orbit, holding that mask in place is becoming an impossible task. Her silence is louder than any scream, filled with everything she can't afford to say. Their reunion isn't a grand, cinematic moment. It's quiet, tense, and incredibly powerful. There are no sweeping declarations of love. Instead, their story is told in the language of the forbiddance, stolen glances across a monitored room, hands that tremble when they brush, and entire conversations held in the spaces between words. In this place, just being near each other is a dangerous act. Belle gently tries to warn Claire, reminding her that love here has a price. Every look is scrutinized, every emotion is a potential weapon to be used against them. Yet, even as she voices this caution, you can see how Claire's fierce concern is a lifeline, a source of strength she desperately needs. This is where Claire's internal struggle truly takes center stage. She's drowning in guilt, blaming herself for every ounce of Belle's suffering. She starts to wonder if her presence is a selfish act, if staying close is only making things worse. This is the core conflict of the episode. What does it mean to truly love someone in a hopeless situation? Is it about holding on tighter, or is it about letting go to protect them from the fallout of your affection? But Belle, with her quiet wisdom, offers a different perspective. She counters Claire's self-blame, insisting that the pain of separation, of being abandoned by choice, would be far worse than any punishment the authorities could devise. For Belle, their love isn't a weakness or a liability. It's an act of defiance. It's the one thing they have that their captors can't control, and giving it up would be the ultimate surrender. Her love is a form of resistance, the most powerful one she has left. As the episode progresses, the narrative is built from a series of small, incredibly intimate moments that define their bond. A hushed conversation whispered through the cold metal bars separating their cells. A soft, secret smile shared across a crowded room when they think no one is watching. These small gestures are their entire world. They aren't just about passion. They're about reassurance. They're a desperate confirmation that what they feel is real, that they are in this together, no matter how insurmountable the odds seem. And then there's a kiss. It's not a romantic, sweeping kiss. It's brief, frantic, and carries the weight of everything they're feeling: desperation, profound tenderness, and a suffocating fear of being discovered. It's a moment that says more than any dialogue could, a testament to the fact that their connection is still alive, still fighting to exist. Meanwhile, the external pressures are mounting. The authority figures are growing more suspicious of Claire's fixation on Belle. The whispers are getting louder, and the threat of permanent separation becomes more and more real. This pushes Claire's protective instincts into overdrive. She starts considering reckless plans, willing to risk anything to get Belle out or to ease her suffering. She's all fire and impulse, driven by a desperate need to fix a situation that is fundamentally unfixable. Here, we see a fascinating tension grow between them. It's not a conflict born from a lack of love, but from their different approaches to survival. Belle, who understands the system from the inside, urges caution and patience. She knows that one reckless move, one grand gesture born of love, could be the very thing that gets them both destroyed. She has to pull Claire back from the edge, not because she doesn't appreciate the sentiment, but because she knows the real-world consequences are too high. This episode does a brilliant job of highlighting Belle's quiet, unyielding strength. While Claire is the storm, burning with a fierce and visible intensity, Belle is the anchor. She is the calm at the center of it all. She has accepted her reality, but she has never let it conquer her spirit or define her heart. Her love is steady, mature, and deeply rooted in a profound understanding of their circumstances. Through Belle, Claire begins to learn a difficult but vital lesson. Loving Belle doesn't just mean trying to be her savior. It means trusting in Belle's own resilience and her strength to endure. It means learning to fight alongside her, not just for her. The episode doesn't give us a neat resolution. It ends on a beautifully bittersweet note, a quiet moment of connection that feels both hopeful and heartbreaking. There are no grand escapes or triumphant victories. There is only a promise, exchanged not with words, but with a lingering look and the brief touch of their hands. It's a silent vow to keep fighting, to keep holding on to this feeling, no matter what comes next. They may be prisoners of their circumstances, but this moment reminds us that their hearts, their inner worlds, remain fiercely, defiantly free. The uncertainty of their future only makes their connection feel more fragile and therefore more precious. Ultimately, this part of episode 7 is a masterclass in slow-burning, emotional storytelling. It courageously explores the true cost of love in a world designed to crush it. Claire and Belle's relationship is portrayed not as a fairy tale, but as something fragile, brave, and painfully real. It reminds us that even in the darkest, most confining of spaces, love can still exist. It might not be loud or flashy, but it survives fiercely and defiantly in the small, unseen moments that no one can ever truly take away. Thank you so much for joining me for this breakdown. Let me know your thoughts on these powerful, quiet moments in the comments below. What do you think will happen next? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our analysis of part 3. See you next time.